Making his way to the blue corner, Farbod Irannezhad.
من در اختیار تو بیا این تنو ببرش تیمارش کن اون بی تو قلبش بیماره چون نفسشی بیا بشکنش سیگارشو من در اختیار تو بیا این تنو ببرش تیمارش کن
Banukayev also undefeated at 4-0, but somebody's O, as they say, has got to go. And somebody also has got to dance. Boy, this guy is getting his groove on here at Superior Fighting Championship 17. I've heard of people putting on a clinic in the ring. He's putting on a little clinic here on the way to the ring. Farbod Irannezhad was wearing sunglasses at the weigh-in. Seems to be quite a character. Kind of carefree, always smiling, always in a good mood. You know, you see some of these guys walking around in the arena before the fight, backstage area. They look so nervous, so focused, so completely lost in their own mind. Not this guy. Irannezhad is, you're not going to shake this guy's confidence. The 26-year-old has 7 victories, 2 of them by KO, 2 submissions, and the rest by decision. The last time he was here in Superior Fighting Championships was a couple of events ago at SFC 14, where he walked out of here with a draw. The only decision which was not a victory for him, that was against Mark Bockenheimer. So I'm sure that he's anxious to get back into the cage and get a clear victory in his favor as he goes through the final preparation phase of the fight and before stepping into the cage.
Making his way to the red corner, Shamil Banukayev.
Shamil Banukayev is a guy who I think is going to win over the hearts of the fans of Superior Fighting Championship. He's a guy who's fought here before. This crowd knows him, and for good reason, cheering him as he walks to the ring. The last 2 fights here at SFC have both been victories for him. At Superior Fighting Championships 15, landed a huge head kick, which floored Sami Aida and earned him a victory by knockout. And then at Superior Fighter Championship 16 last time around, KO'd Kanji Bartoluzzi for another big stoppage. He's now 4-0 with 3 of those victories coming by way of knockout. And it doesn't seem as though anything is going to stop this kid, which was what makes this matchup so intriguing, because Irannezhad, also another big fighter who knows how to knock people out, knows how to submit people. And Irannezhad, he does get the job done on the ground on occasion. Will be interesting to see if he's going to stand and trade with Banukayev or if he's going to try to take this thing down to the ground. Either way, I think this could have a possibility of being the fight of the night. So again, don't get up, don't change the channel, don't make a sandwich, don't call grandma and ask her how she's doing. Keep your eyes glued to your screen. Banukayev and Irannezhad are going to tear this joint down.
The following bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the SFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, the man fighting out of the blue corner. He represents Fight Center Gegen. His professional record stands at 7-0 with 1 draw. He stands 167 centimeters and weighed in at 61.4 kilograms. Fighting out of Germany by way of Iran, Farbod Irannezhad. His opponent awaits and fights out of the red corner. He represents UFD Gym. His record flawless at 4-0. He stands 170 centimeters and weighed in at 61 kilograms. Fighting out of Germany, Shamil Banukayev. Your referee from Holland, Marco Burson.
You both know the rules. Listen to my command. Protect yourself all times. Make it a good match. Shake hands. Step back to your corner.
Touch of gloves, and we are underway here. This one's scheduled for 3 rounds in the bantamweight division. Both guys have got some serious knockout power and look to be very evenly matched up. Looks to me like Irannezhad just a little bit more chiseled and defined in there as far as his body is concerned, but Banukayev, don't let him fool you. He may not be chiseled out of granite, but this kid has got dynamite in those hands. Switching his stance from time to time, trying to keep Irannezhad guessing. Getting closer, but staying just out of range here. Irannezhad standing in center ring. Hard body kick there as Irannezhad throws the left. Both guys obviously very precautious here. Don't want to walk unnecessarily into something. Could be the last thing you walk into. Banukayev being very patient in there. Both guys almost just daring the other one to make the first move. Quick little leg kick. You see the snap on that. Irannezhad moves in. Looking for a takedown now as he changes his strategy. He's got the right leg of Banukayev and does secure the takedown. Banukayev looking to perhaps get back up. He's almost up, and now he is, but Irannezhad slipping around behind the back. Up along the cage now, looking to take him down, but Banukayev has got good leverage there, and he's up against the cage. Irannezhad now with that body lock. Wow, look at that move. Beautiful throw from Banukayev now. As he's on top, is he going to stay here on top, or is he going to try to get back up to his feet? He's got his left arm underneath the chin, and he's really trying to sink in that guillotine. He gets slammed, but that's just going to tighten it up even more now as he peels his head out. Irannezhad was able to dodge that bullet, and now he's holding on to his opponent very tightly. Now relinquishes and moves the left arm over top of Banukayev's. Well, I'll tell you what, and this is the kind of fight where there's at times not really much going on at all, and then at other times the action moves so quickly and so dangerously. Back up to a vertical base now as they go up against the cage once again. This time Irannezhad controlling the action. He got caught with that throw, though, from a similar position. I believe it was on the other side of the body, though. Banukayev trying to stay busy, throwing those little shots underneath, and the referee steps in and separates it. I think both guys are warmed up now, and I think we're going to see a lot of action in this last minute of the opening round. Neither one of these guys goes very much into deep waters. So it'll be interesting to see what unfolds here the longer this thing goes on. Still got 50 seconds though left. Believe me, a lot can happen in that time. As Banukayev feeling more comfortable now, starting to throw the kicks. And again, we go into this daring situation as Irannezhad landed a shot. It was a solid punch that time. Banukayev stretches out with the leg kick with a, you can see some reddening right around the lead left leg, around the knee area. Banukayev, big spinning kick there. Is I think he just wanted to end that round as quickly as possible. Kind of went back into his own corner with a couple of seconds actually still left on the clock. Let's take a look at what we saw in round number one. Look at that throw. Tossed him right over his right hip, but was unable to get a lot accomplished on the ground. Round two action opens with the touch of gloves, and again, let's see if this chess match is going to pick up or not. Well, business is picking up right away as both guys looking to get a lot more comfortable in there right off the bat. Well, they started hot, and now the action again slowing down a little bit. Irannezhad holding his ground. Banukayev slipping around to the left, to the right. High kick attempt. How would you have scored that first round. There's that spinning kick again there. Keep in mind, he did walk away with a big head kick knockout, did Banukayev in the red at SFC 15. Looking to make that highlight reel knockout again, as he's can't quite take the back, and now it's Irannezhad who ends up in side control. Smothering him like a wet blanket as that knee goes in. Banukayev doesn't want to take any more of those. Turning now onto his right side and catching the right leg of Irannezhad. Short little elbow that time from the Iranian. Tries to buck him off, but ends up giving him his back. See what Irannezhad can do from this situation. Burying the chin tightly into his opponent's back. Oh, nice move. He slipped right out the back door that time. But Irannezhad right back on top of him. Got the right arm around the backside of his neck and jockeying for position with the left. Well, he's able to pass the leg. Trying to slip that left knee inside. Banukayev now, as he sprawls out, now he moves right around the back and he's looking for punches, but this gives Banukayev the opportunity to get back up to his feet. Looks like he was winding up with the right elbow, but instead now looking to change position, trying to get his right arm over. Hard knees on the inside now. Irannezhad has a huge window to take the knee. Now he decides to go and take this thing back down to the ground with the double leg. Banukayev right back up to his feet now, and they're in that familiar position along the cage. Banukayev trying to create some distance and land elbows. Could be looking for that throw again. Trying to slip the left arm inside and does so successfully. Looking for the throw, but he gets thrown himself. Nice body lock takedown there by Farbod Irannezhad. Referee Marco Brushin calling for more action here. Both guys so cautious in this matchup. I think that it shows how much respect they have for each other. Banukayev on his right hip. He's got to be careful he doesn't give up his back again. Trying to get that left leg inside and throw his opponent off, but he catches some wicked left hands that time from the Iranian. Irannezhad now has him all tied up here. He's got the left leg and the head locked, and Banukayev is not going anywhere. If this was a wrestling match, he could roll him onto his back, he'd have him pinned, but instead the referee stands him up. And this is where things could get interesting. Both guys have expended a lot of energy in these rounds, and if they catch a shot, they're going to be a lot more vulnerable here in these last few seconds. And there's the bell. Some action from round number 2. Banukayev spent a lot of time on his back and up against the cage in that round. I think you've got to score that one for Irannezhad, not to mention all the takedowns as well.
Gegenschlag. Der ist müde. Guck mal, der ist müde.
Hey, ich will, dass du alles jetzt gibst. Alles geben, alles.
Du musst kämpfen.
Alles.
Nicht festhalten.
Alles.
Kämpfen.
Third and final round here at Superior Fighting Championship 17 between Farbod Irannezhad in the blue, Shamil Banukayev in the red. It's been a very cautious, very careful 2 rounds between these two. Both these guys known for their strength and their power, their knockouts. Especially Banukayev, as Irannezhad has tried to keep this thing on the ground as much as he possibly can. Banukayev looking to his corner to try to get suggestions on what to do. Just 20 years old is this Banukayev kid, as he gets forced to the ground that time by Irannezhad. Banukayev trying to slip away on his back, but Irannezhad right on top of him, keeping the pressure on now. Banukayev trying to keep his knees inside, trying to give himself some breathing room. Irannezhad passes, but Banukayev into a sitting position. Little right hands now into the kidney area. Those will add up. Irannezhad looked like he was grabbing the leg. He's got the left leg as he keeps to move forward now. Banukayev trying to slip away but can't. Sprawling that right leg away, slips around against the back very nicely, but again, Banukayev able to get up into a standing position, so give him credit. He is able to make his way up to his feet 9 times out of 10, but it just doesn't look good to the judges to spend so much time on the ground, and especially on the bottom. Irannezhad on top. Pretty content there to stay in half guard. Banukayev again onto his right hip. Trying to make his way back up to his feet, and he does, but he's got the leg, and now we have separation. Irannezhad changed his mind about the takedown, and here comes Shamil Banukayev now for one of the rare times in this fight thus far. He has his opponent up against the cage here. Little knee on the inside there by Irannezhad. Let's see what Banukayev can do up against the cage. Is he going to try to go for that takedown? He's got to be weary of that knee. That's the second time now as Irannezhad slips around the back. He's definitely going to try to turn him to his right and look for that takedown. No, now he changes up, looking for the double leg. He took him down, but he didn't keep him down. Still holding on to one of the legs. This time he gets him back down. Banukayev now with the left leg draped over the shoulders, but Irannezhad slips around the side. Oh, now he's looking to punish him. Banukayev is like Houdini, getting out of all these situations on the ground. And there's the big left. That's the shot he's been looking for the whole fight. And now he's starting to tee off. Well, he shot in for a takedown. I think it would have been in his best interest to continue to throw those bombs. That's what he does best. But instead, finds himself on his knees here, trying to make his way back up to a standing position like he's done so many times. And now Banukayev trying to turn the tables to get a takedown of his own. Comes up with the back. May not have enough time, though, to take that back. It looked like he was trying to get his hook in, maybe set up for a choke, but just not going to have enough time. So a very technical bout here between these two. Not what I expected at all, but that's what we got. That was the game plan here. Irannezhad didn't want to take the chance of standing in the pocket and slugging it out with Banukayev. And Banukayev, for the most part, was neutralized by that game plan. I think that the judges are going to score it in favor of Irannezhad. He just spent, in terms of time, a lot more time on top, scored a lot more takedowns. And when it was, when there was some separation and when they were standing up, Banukayev was not able to really capitalize with his very precise striking. We saw it just a little bit there right towards the end of the fight. But the question is, will it be enough? Let's take a look at what happened here towards the end of the round. Banukayev started to let loose with a couple of shots. That one bouncing off the forearms. And for the most part, it was Irannezhad with those takedowns and with the control on top. We are ready for our decision, so let's send it up to the cage and Mike Marco.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by unanimous decision from the blue corner, Farbod Irannezhad.